There once was a very clever rabbit who could always outwit a fox. However, with great intelligence, there is one great weakness: vanity. Whenever the rabbit would outwit the fox, he would strut around the forest, boasting to all the other animals about how intelligent he was. So the fox devised a scheme. He spread a rumor throughout the forest that in a distant forest renowned for its fashion, the sophisticated rabbits there wore self-made red scarves that had to be tied tightly around the neck and the end tossed over the left shoulder, not the right, and its length was determined by how intelligent and smart the rabbit thought of himself. So when the arrogant rabbit made his, it was several meters long, trailing behind him on the ground. Now, to all the other forest animals, he looked simply ridiculous. And yet, most of all, they warned him that the next time the fox chased him, that long red scarf would get snagged in the thorns, and well, that would be the end of him. The arrogant rabbit, however, scoffed at them. They were just simple-minded creatures who knew nothing about fashion, who simply couldn't understand the ways of the enlightened. Now, I'm no historian, and yet what history seems to teach about great civilizations is that they usually die from self-inflicted wounds. That they begin to despise what made them great in the first place, and instead begin to adopt harmful ideologies, beliefs, and behaviors, all the while just like the arrogant rabbit, thinking they're very sophisticated in doing so. And to me at least, Western culture is now also in its own death spiral. Never before in the history of humanity has a people had such access, such a portal into the past to learn from the mistakes, and yet instead we use that technology to focus upon ourselves and to feed into our own narcissism. Yes, it would be nice to think, as some Christians do, that at the end of the day, God's going to come with his magic wand and bring revival, and everything's going to be okay. But I have my serious doubts. I think very much we're like the early church in the late stages of the Roman Empire, and it's time that we get really serious about our faith. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope to see you next Thursday.